Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sarah. Thanks for joining me for today's workout. It is a full body workout, but there is a specific focus on arms and shoulders. So I'm calling this a summer body workout because it's t-shirt weather, vest tops weather. We're also going to be using a resistance band, so I hope you have one. They're a great tool to use in Pilates classes. So whenever you're ready, let's go. We're going to start in a seated position for our warm-up. You're not going to need your band just yet, so just pop it to the side. But if you can get into a position in the centre of your mat, ideally with your legs crossed, you can sit on a cushion to help you here if you struggle a little bit around the hips. But we need to be sitting nice and tall. So let's think about lifting the breastbone up, having the shoulders back and down, and the chin level with the floor. Stay as lengthened through your spine as you can. And let's just focus on some breathing now. So breathing deep in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm going to do this a couple of times before we engage our core. So the next time you breathe out, just draw your navel gently in towards your spine and hold it there. And now as you breathe in, just send the air through the sides and the back of your rib cage. So you might feel your rib cage expand sideways as you breathe in, and then it contracts as you breathe out. Just keep those shoulders away from your ears. Really think about lengthening through the spine to maintain your neutral posture. All right, just start with a couple of head turns then. Make sure you go slowly, turning the face from side to side. Stay lengthened through the spine as you turn your head gently from side to side, keeping the chin level with the floor and the shoulders relaxed. Exhale to turn, inhale to face forward. We're going to add a little chin nod here as well. So as you turn your face from side to side, just dip your chin gently towards your breastbone as you pass through center. Try and exhale there and inhale to look to the side. So you're making a little smiley face movement with your chin. You might feel an extra stretch around the back of the neck and towards the sides. We'll give the shoulders a gentle roll here. Get rid of any tension around the neck and the shoulder region. Okay, let's take the right arm out to the side. Reach up and over for some side bends. So we're exhaling as we go over to the side, keeping the pelvis nice and still so it stays level with the floor. Your chest stays facing forward, head in line with the spine. You'll feel a lovely stretch around the left side of your body and towards the hip if you're mirroring me. Give the shoulders a roll. We're going to swap sides. So let's take the right arm out. Reach up and over. Exhale over. Inhale to come back. Lovely. Just go within your own range of movement. You don't need to force the body at all. We're just looking for a little bit of lateral or sideways flexion of the spine. Let's leave that here. And again, give the shoulders a very gentle roll. We're going to be coming into an all fours position now. So let's have the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going into the cat and the cow. So on your next exhale, tuck your tailbone very gently under, press the floor away from you and nod your chin to your chest, and then gently lift the tailbone, allow the rib cage to sink down and look up. And we're going to keep this going, leading with the tailbone, rippling through the spine, nice and steady, keeping the hips above the knees and the hands below the shoulders. Make sure you exhale as you flex the spine and inhale to go into the cow, as it were. Let's come back to neutral. Now here, we're going to send our body weight forward. Take it round to the left, round and back in, over to the right, and keep going. We're making these anti-clockwise circles to really warm up the joints. Keep your spine lengthened through, head in line with the spine. Exhale forward, inhale round and back in. When it feels natural, change direction, but go slowly. Really feel this around all of your joints, especially the wrists. You want to be taking your shoulders forward enough so that they're in line with the fingertips. When it next feels natural, come back to all fours neutral. Tuck the tailbone under and sit back into shell. Reach forward with your arms and turn the palms up. Let's just stretch out the lower back and give the shoulders a bit of a rest here. And now we're going to come into a seated position towards the front of our mats. Feet down on the floor and legs in a crook position. So that's knees and feet hip width apart. If you take hold of your band and just double it up, Just hold it out in front of you with your hands in line with your shoulders. Try and sit on your sit bones, lengthen through the spine, so chin level with the floor, shoulders back and down. We're going to take a breath in, and then as we exhale, just start to lower the rib cage as you lean back, keeping the arms level with the floor, and then breathe in to reach up tall. Let's keep it going slowly and controlled, really getting that core connection. As we lean back into our C curve, draw the navel in and up towards the rib cage. You can start to stretch the band as you lean back as well, really getting into the shoulders and the chest and the back of the arms. Making sure you can feel that your abdominal muscles are doing the work here as you lean back, so you're not pulling around the lower back area. You can even start to stretch the band as you reach up above your head, stretching out the chest. We'll make this one the last one, and then we're going to roll all the way down into supine. So use that C curve, and then when you get down, you can have a full body stretch. Really lengthen through the arms and legs, point the toes. And then if you just pop your feet onto the floor, knees and feet hip width apart. Place your elbows down by your sides, so you have the back of your upper arms on the floor. You're just holding the band naturally above your body. We're going into the shoulder bridge, so the next time you breathe out, gently tuck your tailbone under and roll up through the spine towards your shoulders. And then breathe in as you roll back down again and gently tip the pelvis forwards at the end. We're going to do a couple of normal bridges like this, and then we'll bring the band into play. Stay up in your bridge the next time you come up, and then reach up with your arms. Bring the band down against your thighs and gently pull towards the floor, so you're feeling the resistance of the band in the back of your arms. Release and take your arms up, roll down from the bridge and take your arms overhead. Let's keep this going. Every time you come up into the bridge, take the band to the thighs and gently pull down towards the floor. Let's work the back of the arms and across the chest. Remember, if you're making your way towards the top of your mat as you come up into your bridge, just send the knees slightly forward towards the toes on the roll down. We're going to be holding our bridge next, so the next time you naturally find your way into your bridge, just hold it there, keep the ribcage relaxed and pulse your hands towards the floor, just pulling against the band. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Arms up, roll down from the bridge and reach back. Lovely. Let's come back up into the bridge. Lift the toes, keep the band against the thighs, and now we're pulsing again, hands towards the floor. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Breathe. Arms up, roll down, reach back. Lovely. Give those knees a squeeze. You can circle them around just a couple of times in each direction. We're going to have a bit of a stretch next, okay? So if you pop your feet back down onto the floor, knees and feet hip width apart again. Keep hold of the band, but reach the arms up vertically. You're going to take the knees gently to the floor on the left as you breathe in and hold it there for a second, but reach back with your arms. So stretching through the right side of the body and into the hip. Reach those arms up. Take the knees slowly over to the floor on the right, and then reach your arms back, stretching out the left side of the body. Breathe. Exhale, arms up, knees over the center to the left. Arms overhead again. Breathe. Exhale, arms up, knees over slowly to the right, where we reach back with the arms and breathe in again. Lovely. Let's bring the arms up and the knees back to the center. Once again, giving the knees a squeeze, circling them around to massage the sacrum and around the hips and glutes. The next set of exercises are quite challenging for the arms and the shoulders. Now, keeping the band doubled up, just place it at the middle of the back of your head, and then have the hands in your peripheral vision holding onto each end of the band. Make sure the forearms are parallel with each other and the elbows are facing the knees. Keep the head heavy in the band, and as you exhale, gently pull your hands up towards the ceiling, so you're slowly lifting the back of your head and shoulders off the ground and you're looking between the knees. You breathe in to take the head back to the floor. Let's keep it going. Locking the arms in position, keeping a gap between the chin and the chest, making sure you can feel the weight of your head in your arms. Keep the elbows facing forward in the direction of the knees and go slowly and controlled. Exhaling on the way up, Inhaling to come down. We're only coming up so far as the shoulder blades come off the floor. Now we're going to hold the head in position here. Make sure you can see your knees, and then you're going to pulse the breastbone up, up, up. Again, really drawing the navel towards the spine here, working your abdominals, and then you can breathe in to relax your head down very gently. If you need to relax your arms here, you can do, otherwise lock that position with the elbows. We're coming gently up, again with the head being heavy in the band. Hold it there so you can see between the knees. And now gently take the right hand forward so your head turns slowly to the left. And repeat by pulling the left hand forward so your head turns right. There's a bit of precision with this because I want you to keep the shoulders really still. So it is just the head you're turning. Notice this movement is coming from your elbow. So you're pulling one hand forward, bringing it back, and then the other forward and bringing it back. So it's not a turn of the upper body. You should be really feeling this around the back of your upper arms. You might even feel it around the forearms as well. Nice and slowly and controlled. If you feel the need to relax, now is the time to do it. Otherwise, see if you can keep your head and shoulders lifted here. Lock the position with your arms, keep your navel towards the spine and bring the right knee in towards the chest. Now we're going to add some toe taps. So relax the knee joint. This movement is coming from the hips as you gently tap, tap, tap the floor with your toes. We're going to be adding those little head turns back in. Okay, so as you tap your right toes towards the floor, pull the right hand slowly forward. Same on the left. So remember, the whole of the body and the shoulder girdle stays still. Lots of coordination, concentration, focus and control required here. Good. Now see again if you can keep your head and shoulders lifted. We're going to square ourselves back up again on this next one. Okay, so just bring the legs into proper tabletop now. So knees above the hips, shins level with the floor. And now you're going to lock the angle at the knee joint as you tap the floor with the toes alternately. So tap, return, tap, return, tap, return. Remember to keep your head heavy in the band so you really are using the muscles around the shoulders and the back of your arms. Keep a gap between the chin and the chest and go slowly. Really listen to your body. Exhale as you tap the toes. Inhale to face forward. Just a couple more. Nearly there. Well done. You can relax your head down, relax the arms, pop your feet down and breathe nice and deeply and normally. Give your hands a shake if you need to as well. We're going to stay in a supine position. Just take hold of the band and lengthen it out so it's in its full lengthened state. Find the centre of it and make sure it's nice and thick because we're going to pop it over both feet. So hook it over both feet, make sure the legs are lengthened out, feet are facing the ceiling. You're going to take hold of each side of the band and each hand about mid-shin. So when you pull down, you've got the back of your upper arms on the floor, elbows down, and you've got a good stretch down the back of the legs and there's some decent resistance in the band. Keep the left leg still now and try and take the right leg out to the side and bring it back in slowly and controlled. You don't need to go too far out to the right. You're just feeling that bit of resistance in the band and there's a stretch there at the back of both legs. Pulse the right leg out, pulse, 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 breathe. And then you can relax it there, bring the knees in, just a short exercise there. Okay, and keep hold of the band, keep the elbows down, lengthen out the legs vertical. We're going over to the left here. So it is literally just taking the left leg out, slowly back in, but we're keeping the right leg still as you can. It's quite a challenge, this one. And then you're just going to hold the left leg out gently to the side for some pulsing on this one here. So pulse, pulse, pulse. It's quite hard to keep the right leg still, so just do your best. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, bend those knees and then just relax there. Stay in supine. If you just take your left foot out of the band and pop it on the floor, you can keep the right leg vertical and again just keep the elbows down. Press the back of your pelvis very gently towards the floor to increase the stretch along the back of the leg, and we're just going to start to allow the right leg to go out to the right and then come back in again. So exhale out, inhale to come back to vertical. Okay, you can start to double pulse the leg as it goes out to the side now. But the thing to remember here is to keep both elbows down and keep the back of the pelvis in full contact with the floor. So don't let it wobble around. So we're working the shoulders and the arms again, but now we're bringing that pelvic stability into play. Use your core, draw the navel towards the spine. That will help you to keep your pelvis still, and you'll get the stretch around the inner thigh of the right leg. Really take advantage of having the band here. Let's now just bring the leg back to vertical, lengthen out the left leg, relax it. You're going to take the band in the left hand only now. Slowly allow the right leg to drop out to the right and pull the band to the left. Bring the leg back, swap the band to the right hand. Allow the leg to go over the midline of the body to the left as you pull the band to the right. Bring the leg back to vertical, swap hands and allow the leg to go over to the left. Come back to center and swap hands, back to the right. So on and so forth. So really try and bend your elbow as you pull in the band away from the foot. So you're working your shoulders and the upper arms. Keep the back of the pelvis level with the floor. Same with the shoulder blades. Keep the core engaged throughout and remember to breathe. Exhale out, inhale in. We're going to keep the leg vertical here. Keep the band in your right hand, but pull down so your elbow is on the floor. Your left arm, just start with it by your side, but take it away from your body slightly. I'm going to go for leg circles. So take the leg out to the right, round and down, cross the midline of the body and back up. Then change directions. Exhale, round and down, inhale up. Same thing, always keeping your eye on your posture. So your whole body stays still. You're just moving the leg here from the hip joints. Still stretching the back of the leg around the inner thighs, but really mobilizing the hip joint. So let's try and make sure we use as much available space around the hip joint as possible. Good. Let's just swap sides then, okay? So you can pop your left foot in the band, take the right foot, place it on the floor. Get yourself set up again. So we're holding onto the band in each end in each hand, about mid-shin. Pull down so that your elbows are on the floor next to your body. And make sure you press the back of your pelvis towards the floor. On your next exhale, just drop the left leg out to the left. And inhale to come back, nice and slowly and controlled. And then we can start to do this, but add the little pulsing movement. So exhale, exhale, inhale to return. Always keeping the pelvis nice and still. Keep both elbows down. So even though the focus is on our hips, we're still working our shoulders and the arms. Good. Shh, shh, and breathe. Keep that right knee still as well. Don't let it flop around. Let's have some precision. Okay, we're going to take the band in the right hand now. Lengthen out the right leg. So now we're doing the pendulum. So we're letting the left leg drop to the left. Come back to center, swap hands. Leg goes to the right. Swap hands, left. Keeping the back of the pelvis down, feeling the stretch around the inner thigh, then the outside of the thigh. Really bending the elbow as well. So as you pull in the band, make sure you're bending your elbow, working your biceps. Exhale, out. Inhale, in. Good. Keep that leg vertical for the best stretches. All right, we're going to turn this into leg circles. So let's keep that left leg up. Take the band in the left hand, left elbow down, right arm by your side, but then move it out to the side slightly. We're going anti-clockwise with these circles first, and then clockwise. So just change direction, alternating circles. Get the pelvic stability in place. So use your core to keep the pelvis nice and still so you can really circle around the hip joint. Remembering to breathe. Try and relax the leg in to your band if you can. It does help you to get that little bit more mobility around the hip. Okay, you can relax that there. Pop both feet in the band now and take hold of each end in each hand, about mid-shin again, pulling down so your elbows are on the floor. This is quite a challenging movement. Let's breathe in, and as we exhale, take the legs to a 45-degree angle only and return to vertical as you breathe in. Now I'm going to keep this going. and you can notice how your pelvis wants to tip forward as you lower the legs. Now I'm going a little bit further than 45 degrees because I can keep my pelvis still. Okay, if you can do that, that's fine, but if you want to, you can use the imprinting technique, which is where you press your lower back very gently towards the floor as you start to lower the legs. You're just going to go in your own range of movement, really work those abdominals, work the shoulders, and of course the hip flexors. This will take us nicely into a seated position as well. So the next time you take the legs down, just lift the back of your head and your shoulders, bring yourselves to seated, and we're going to come into an all fours position. So come to the middle of your mat, lengthen out the band, just have it across the mat here near your hands. And you're just going to wrap the band once around your right hand so you can place your palm down, and then take hold of the band gently with the right hand. Lengthen through your spine, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, head in line with your spine. Keeping your body absolutely still, you're just going to take your right arm out to the side and slowly back it in. So exhale out, inhale in. This movement is coming from the shoulder. So we're lengthening the arm out to the right from the shoulder. Try to keep your chest facing forward. Okay, now we're going to take the left leg, extend it backwards, have the top of the foot on the floor. So now we're balancing on the remaining left arm and right knee, keeping the body absolutely still. We're going to start to raise the left leg up as we take the right arm out. Okay, and as you bring your hand back, gently tap the toes back down. You can raise the leg as high as you like, as long as you keep your pelvis still, so you can feel the squeeze around the back of the left leg and into the glute. So we're not tipping the pelvis forward. Let's hold the leg up and pulse the arm out, out, out. Breathe, try not to hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Place the knee down, bring your hand back, and then we're just going to swap sides. So if you just want to wrap the band once around your right hand, release the left, come back into all fours neutral with the hands under the shoulders, knees under hips, lengthen through the spine, and you're looking directly down at the floor below. Let's start by just taking the left arm out to the side. So remember, you're keeping your chest facing forward, extend the arm out. Remember, the movement's coming from the shoulder, not the elbow. You really need to feel that around the back of your arm. You can take your right leg back now, just extend it behind you, rest the top of the foot on the floor. So now you're balancing between the right hand and left knee. A bit more challenging. And then when you're ready, you can start to raise the right leg up as you take your left arm out to the side. Remember, you can raise the right leg as high as you like, as long as your pelvis stays still. So you're not dropping your rib cage or your tummy button towards the floor. You're just feeling the squeeze around the back of the leg and the glutes. Good, a bit of coordination and balance. Now you're going to hold the right leg and then just pulse the left arm out, out, out. Breathe, well done. Pop the knee back down, hand down. Let's sit back into that lovely, well-deserved shell stretch. Take the tailbone towards your heels. You can unwrap the band from your hands now. Okay, you just need to pop the band to the side. We're going to be coming into a prone position next to do a little bit of spinal extension. So you're not going to need your band for the next couple of exercises. So onto your tummies. Let's have the legs together. Pop your arms down by your sides, palms facing up, and just rest your head down and look to your right. Just going to demonstrate the dart. So this is where we gently turn the face towards the floor. Lift the chest slightly, raise your arms up and turn the palms in to face each other. Squeeze your bottom, point the toes, and this will raise the legs gently off the floor, bringing you into your dart. When you relax it down, make sure you turn to face the other way. So let's keep it going, gently lifting into the dart. When you relax your legs down, allow your heels to gently drop out to the sides, but keep the big toes touching each other. When you lift into the dart, squeeze the heels together. Always look down at the ground as you come up into the dart and try and squeeze the shoulder blades gently towards each other as you raise your arms up. There's lots going on with this exercise, but it's a really good one for strengthening the posterior chain of the body. Staying in prone, just come onto your elbows, make sure they're underneath your shoulders, legs are hip width apart at the knee, draw your navel up towards your spine and have the shoulders back and down. On your next in-breath, gently press into the floor with the heel of the hands. Your elbows will come off the floor and this will take you into spinal extension and you'll be working the back of your arms. Any pinching or pain around any part of the spine, then stop immediately. If, however, you'd like to do something a little bit more advanced, come down with the chest, bring your hands a bit closer to your shoulders, keep the forearms down and the elbows tucked into the waist and look directly at the floor. You're still going to press your hands into the floor, bring yourself into spinal extension, but you'll come up a bit further. You're still going to work the back of your arms as well. Keep the core engaged throughout. You can even add a swan dive variation, which is every time you bring your chest down towards the mat, just squeeze your bottom, point your toes, your legs will lift. So you've got kind of a little seesaw movement here. But do just go within your own capability. We're going to relax it, but slowly come up into an all-fours position. We'll tuck the tailbone under and sit back onto the heels. Stretch the arms forward, turn the palms up, and we'll enjoy a shell stretch. Let's have a little bit more with the band, I think, as well, before we come to the end. So come to seated at the middle of your mat, double up the band and just pop it behind your back. So you're going to have your right hand at the back of your neck, holding onto one end of the band, left hand at the lower back area, so the small of your back. Try and have your legs crossed here. Sit up tall, chin level with the floor. Use your core. So navel towards the spine. You can see I'm just pulling my right hand up towards the ceiling and releasing it. The left hand is absolutely still. This is really working the back of my right arm, but you'll feel it around the left arm as well and across the chest. Pulse it out. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, 1. And you can relax. Well done. Okay, let's swap sides. So you're holding onto the band with the left hand at the top and behind the back of your neck. Right hand at the small of your back. Remember, sit tall here. Lift your breastbone, chin level with the floor. And then as you exhale, you're raising your arm up and inhale to release. So try and keep the right hand nice and still. If the band feels a little bit tight, you can just put it in its single form as well. You don't have to double it up. You can work up to this. Okay, but it really is good for the triceps, back of the arms. Let's pulse this. Watch your hair and your ponytail as well, everybody. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and down we come. Well done. And then we'll just give the shoulders a little bit of a roll. Get rid of any tension that might have built up there. Let's have a chest stretch. So arms behind our backs, interlace the fingers. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades. Raise the arms up and hold it there for a few seconds. Remember to breathe. And then relax that. We'll go the other way. So arms out in front. Widen out the shoulder blades. Gently reach the hands forward. Stretch out the mid to upper back. Sit tall there as well. Relax it. But then take the left hand, place it on the back of the left shoulder. And then you're just going to pop your right hand on the top of the left elbow. Take the elbow back. Try not to flare the rib cage. Feel the stretch down the back of the tricep. We'll do the same on the right. So right hand on the right shoulder. Using your left hand, just gently press the right elbow so it goes behind you, but keep your rib cage relaxed. We're going to relax it down and give the shoulders another roll. And that takes us to the end of the session. So I really hope that you enjoyed that. Hopefully it went quick and you're feeling really energized. Check out my other videos if you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.